please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Prakash Diwan now joining us, market expert, and of course Chandan Taparia also for some F&O strategies. Good morning, Prakash. So let's start with ADAG and Relcom in particular. Do you think yesterday was a culmination of this rally, or do you see more legs to this rally?
No, I think a 90% move in 15 days, probably all the, whatever the assets could yield has been priced in. There's not much that could probably, come into the stock. But interestingly, it does have a very positive rub-off on some of the banks and hopefully RelGeo as well. Because inorganically, you've kind of, suddenly moved to a level which gears you up. I mean, for RelGeo, gets geared up for a 5G launch, which can get much closer than what it was on the drawing board. So it starts getting visible actually, because the kind of network, 1,73,000 crores or whatever kilometers. I mean, yes, that network would otherwise have taken much longer. So I think it's more positive for the other two segments, which is the buyer and the lenders rather than the seller at this point in time. So people have enjoyed the rally, so I guess they should be happy with it.
What about others who are now rising in anticipation that many bad assets are going to find buyers? I mean, we've seen vertical rallies in all the three JP stocks. We have seen it in the Amtech stocks yesterday. Metalist and Castex and everything was galloping. Of course, there are bids. I mean, no denying that.
Yeah. But so this is Lata, this is reminding me of when you move on a prime road, like let's say Linking Road in Santa Cruz, Bandra, you will see all the showrooms with these big sale posters and banners putting up, and it's all and then this conditional up to 50% and conditions apply asterisks, which tells you that it's not everything that's going to be on that kind of a sale. So today we have a huge promise that's kind of emerging from some of these companies which have assets. And if you look at, let's say, the JP group, JP Infra probably has a very strong asset base which could get valued much more richly as compared to JP Power, though there are takers for JP Power as well, as I read in the papers today. And of course, JP Associates benefits from the holding status. But you'll have to be extremely selective. So look at the asset base, look at whether there is realizable value in that, and if that combination works, you tick both the boxes, probably it makes sense. So I would look at JP Infra, I would look at some of the Amtech businesses, not all of them, and possibly Unitech for a lark. It could probably give you something.
Prakash, morning. One stock that has come out of the woodworks now is Sun Pharma. I mean, it's the biggest gainer this week. Yeah. It's sitting on almost 5-6 month highs. Conviction high here, or would you stay away?
No, I think it will continue to see confidence, Sonia, because the reason is very simple. If you see the open interest and the rollovers as well, it's for the last 2-3 months, open interest has been extremely high, and it's getting rolled over because of this anticipation of the US FDA visit and the inspection. In December, we've seen the Australian regulators come and go. So that's been a very positive rehearsal of sorts for them, and then they're probably in a better place. They're better placed to face the US FDA, this thing. Now, whether it happens in Jan, whether it continues to get delayed to Feb, we don't know. So that's where the upside is linked to that trigger. It's completely correlated. But interestingly, you asked me about pharma. I think this month you'll probably see a comeback by some of the backbenchers like Lupin and DRL and all as well. So they seem to be much more strongly placed at this point in time. So and if I have to pick pharma, it'll probably be Lupin, Dr. Reddy or Glenmark in that order.
Okay. One more comeback has been from IT, and TCS is at 52-week high, Wipro is there, Infosys is there. So buying IT now?
Selectively, Anuj, some of the mid-cap players look extremely promising. And if you ask me, the likes of Hexaware, KPIT, and Mindtree, I mean, phenomenal changes that are happening within the kind of space, and the disruption that had happened is finally given much newer avenues which we probably didn't factor in to some of these companies. So come Jan, and a lot of new budgets will start getting penciled in from the US spending and all. So I think IT could probably be in a slightly better spot than what we thought. Particularly the niche players, the ones who have specialization, and like KPIT, very specialized. You go to Mindtree, has focused on one of the verticals out of all the three, and say, okay, we'll continue to grow there. So I think that could probably surprise. But I'm not too bullish on the big ones, the top 3, top 4.
Okay.